Hi guys, welcome to the session Retention Marketing. This is one of the most awaited and important sessions most of the people want to know. So WhatsApp marketing is a part of retention marketing. So here today we are going to cover retention marketing, and Pankaj ji has got that expertise in retention marketing. So without further ado, let us start the session. Yes, Pankaj ji, please just give us brief intro about yourself and
Sure, sure. You can see my screen and hear me loud and clear.
yeah, yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so good evening, everyone. Welcome to this session on retention marketing. My name is Pankaj Patel. I'm from Mumbai. I have over 38 plus years of experience across diverse businesses, industries, professions, which has enabled me to understand the pain points of each of these businesses which I engaged with, and I was able to deliver solutions to tackle those pain points. Out of my 38 plus years of experience, more than 30 years I have spent in the IT industry. And, I started my career in the IT industry way back in 1984, and I was one of the earliest guys in India to sell what we used to call in those days the PC, what we call the desktop today. It had just been introduced in India, and I was one of the first guys ever to go and sell it or market it. Thereafter, I was one of the first guys to set up a manufacturing or rather assembly unit in Mysore for assembling computer monitors and keyboards. And 98% of my production used to go to Wipro. In those days, Wipro used to also assemble PCs. So they used to procure all their entire requirement of monitors and keyboards from me because they had a factory next door to me in Mysore. Subsequent to that, I moved from manufacturing assembly to training people in SAP. We were the first company in India to acquire a SAP license, and since there was no customers in India where we could go and implement, we had no choice but to train people using the various modules of SAP. Subsequently, my partner and we decided that we were having a lot of cash flow problems because we did a lot of work, no doubt, in the Middle East, and we got paid for that in pretty decent money well in time. But when we started implementing SAP in India, the big customers who had agreed to pay us on a month-to-month basis, they would just not pay us for 4, 6 months, and we had a lot of cash flow issues, to be honest. And banks wouldn't fund us because banks says we'll only fund you if you are buying equipment or if you're buying property.
Hardcore, something which should be seen.
Yeah, and they said we don't trust, training. We don't trust people who come and go every day. So we're not going to fund you for your working capital. And so I told my partner, let's go public. Let's take out an IPO so it will end this cash flow problems for once and all. So in 1998, 99, we decided to launch our IPO. And we came up with a very successful IPO. In fact, we broke the Bombay Stock Exchange record in those years for the highest oversubscribed issue ever. Our issue was oversubscribed by 88 times. So that was a record there. Of course, now it's broken. And we got money, and then we had no issues about expanding our business. Then my partner decided to go to the US. He studied the market and decided to focus on the automotive market in the US, knowing fully that the spreading awareness of World Wide Web, the internet, is going to completely impact the automotive market. So that's how we got into the US automotive market. We developed a lot of product and services for the US market, became very successful, did extremely well. But of course, in the meantime, when he was there, I was also doing a lot of other things over here. So, for example, I set up a company, or rather, I took a company which was existing, one of the oldest IT companies in India. I took it from being a very small company to a very large company, but it was involved in customer staffing, in staff augmentation, where people are all working on your payroll, but they work at the customer premises. So we were tier one partner to IBM, we were tier one partner to Tech Mahindra, we were doing work with Oracle, Microsoft, Capgemini, Accenture, you name it. Almost everyone we must have supplied people to. Thereafter, my partner said, I want you to come back to Bangalore and launch a car portal called Karazoo, which Gordon mentioned some time back. And Karazoo was a very unique car portal because it was the only car portal with a unique component called the 360-degree animations of all the cars. We by that time had become the world's largest supplier of automotive car animations. So we had a studio in the US, we had a studio in Belgium for European cars. So we used to do a lot of shooting of the cars and creating animation. So animations, 360-degree animation. So basically, it's not a video, but it's an animation where you can go inside a car and do a 360-degree view, zoom in, zoom out. You can see every aspect of the car from inside and, of course, from outside. You can turn, rotate the car, you can paint the car in different colors. So we were the only people at that time, not even the OEMs had it. So we did that. And during that time, I did a website for a car dealer. He was the biggest car dealer in South India, one of the largest, a Maruti car dealer. I did a website for him, embedding my 360-degree animations, and he got an award for it. And I was very happy, thinking that maybe because I've got a great job. But then he told me it was not because you did a great job, although he did acknowledge it's not a bad website. But he got the award for, you know what? He got the award because he was the first Maruti car dealer in the country who had a website. And I was flabbergasted. I said, what? You guy having a website, even to say no car dealers have a website? He says, no, I'm the first guy. That's why I got the award. And that's how I got into the business also parallelly while running my car portal of making websites for car dealers in India. I did more than 280 car websites for dealers all across the country. And then to add more muscle to their acquisition of customers, I offered them digital marketing services. Those days we used to call it online marketing. Now we call it digital marketing. And because I was doing a whole lot of digital marketing for my car portal, I had acquired a lot of expertise in especially Google AdWords, because that time there was no social media. When I started way back in 2006, there was only Google AdWords, and I got a flair for it. I implemented a lot of activities using Google AdWords, and I also became a first ever subject of a case study by Google India because of my work. And the same thing, I applied it to all my customers. They did very well, and so on and so forth. But that is the first time when I was doing so much work for the car industry where I focused. One of my activities was retention marketing. Of course, in the good old days, there was no WhatsApp. So my primary channel for doing retention marketing in those good old days was, as Govardhan would agree with me, his favorite method is email marketing. So I did email, and I still remember the first time I proposed this retention marketing. And when I even used the word retention marketing or customer loyalty marketing, my customer, the car dealer, wouldn't understand. And he was very, very skeptical. He says, what are you, crazy? Why are we wasting money and time on existing car? तो मेरा गाड़ी खरीद लिया है. Let's go and acquire more customers. So I said, sir, I am already doing that for you. You have a website. We are doing digital marketing, which is helping you acquire new customers. I have a car portal. I'm generating a lot of leads, which I'm offering it to you. So using that also you're getting. But why not we focus on something which you don't even bother about? Your customers, your existing customers. Do you know how much value they represent? And then he says, okay, I give you 3 months, show me the results. So I said, fine. And every single guy who bought a car, I'll ask them to collect the data. That is the phone number and the email, because they never even did that. Can you believe it? They just didn't have the data of their customer, half of them. So then I got it done. I implemented that process. They would send me that data, and then I would As soon as he drove out of the showroom with the car, I would start email marketing. And my first email would say, welcome to our, of course, I was doing on behalf of the car dealership. So I pretended as if I'm from the car dealership. So I would say, welcome, congratulations on your new purchase. I hope you're very, very happy. But remember, buying a car in those days and maybe even today is the second most important purchase a man makes in his life after a house.
Yeah.
Okay, in those days it was very big thing. So I would congratulate him. And then I had a series of sequences of emails which would go out based on the day one. So day one was welcome, congratulations. Day three would say, hey, make sure you take good care of your car. Make sure, and then I would give him tips. It was all general, okay, nothing specific, general. How to take good care of your car in summer, in monsoon, in winter, when to rotate the tires, when do you go back to the showroom for servicing. It was something which was useful, relevant to the customer. And by doing this, by engaging with the customers on a regular basis via email, I was able to gain his loyalty. He was very happy with the car dealership. And in those days, when cars were sold, they were sold with just 1 year warranty. And Maruti used to have a package for an extended warranty for 2 or 3 years. So what I would do is, as soon as 2 months would get over of email marketing, I would hit him with a nice, attractive incentive package saying that, hey, why don't you buy an extended warranty? Why do you want to take a chance? After 1 year, you don't know. If you go and try and something goes wrong with your car and you try to extend your warranty at last minute, it's not going to happen. Today we have a special price. And believe me, more than 50% of the customers would buy it. Okay, they would buy it. Then a lot of, in those days also, and maybe even today, it holds true. I am not sure about what's happening in today because I cut out from the automotive market now. But in those days, because you were spending so much money on buying a car, they would never buy a car accessories. Never. Even a radio, they wouldn't buy. They would say, I'll buy it later, or I would buy it from a aftermarket or somewhere outside. Maybe it's cheaper. So we would then send him attractive packages on buying car accessories and make him drive his car into our dealership and sell him an accessories package. Of course, we would give him all kinds of offers and deals. And then when the time came up for renewing the insurance, it was yearly renewal. So we would again target him and we would get him to renew the insurance through the dealership. Otherwise, he had all the options to go to third party. And 90% of car owners would buy insurance from other than the car dealer. So we reversed that trend using only email marketing. So that is retention. We were retaining the customer. We were extracting maximum value for our dealerships from that customer. Okay. And the most brilliant campaign which worked like butter, which worked so smooth, was I created a campaign: drive in your car, your old car, and drive out with a new car without paying any money. Can you believe that? Drive in with your old car and drive out with your new car without paying me any money. Of course, we were very smart. These emails only would go to those people who had taken a loan on their cars. It was only for those people. So what we would do is, we would, when they come in and buy a new car, we would just extend that mortgage or the repayment period, the tenure. If it was 3 years, we would make it 4. If it was 4, we would make it 5.
So difference amount, they have to be adjusted in the
So what we used to do is, even though the purchase price of the new car was higher than the whatever, we used to make up that difference because the old car which used to leave behind had a good market value. It was only hardly a year or 14 months old. So we would sell that car in the used car market, recover that money, make money on that, and it would cover more than the difference of the new car. Okay, and the mortgage was anyway happening, so that would get refinanced automatically. So that is one of the examples I wanted to share with our audience over here. This is how retention marketing works.
Like it's long back. Uh, the experiences you're sharing are quite some time ago. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah, I will come
quite
to
some time.
that. Don't worry. This is
No, no, no. But I want to make a point here, like because at that point of time, people were not even very much accustomed to
yeah,
it.
yeah. They didn't even know. They
Yeah,
didn't even know. I told you my customer was very skeptical. He said, "What the hell are you talking about? Focusing on existing customers? No, 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 no. I want to." And today, frankly speaking, after so many years, 16, 18 years later, I don't see much difference.
I was just about to say that.
95% of business owners and professionals, they run after new customers, new business चाहिए, नवा लाओ, नवा business चाहिए. And in that entire process, they forget their poor existing customers. They either ignore them completely or forget them completely. When I ask people, do you ever engage with your existing customer? Ah, of course I engage. I say, what do you do? Tell me. And they would tell me things like, oh, I send him my sales message, मैं catalog भेजता हूँ मेरा, brochure भेजता हूँ every month, every 3 months. So that's a sales message.
Sales
Nobody
call जाता है.
sales message every now and then.
Yeah.
Then somebody will tell me, no, sir, I also twice a year send him a happy Diwali, happy New Year. I said, that's not engaging. Okay. So, since I've already given you my background, let me start with the basic. For those of you who are still not clear on what is retention marketing. So, it is nothing but a form of marketing which objective is to maximize the value of your customers which you already have. In other words, maximize the profits you can make from your existing customers. The entire focus is on your existing customers. Okay, it's of course different from the normal traditional let's acquire more people. It's for what I call the acquisition focus marketing, because here the goal is not to get more customers. Here the goal is to maximize the value from a single customer or and every customer. Okay. So it is to encourage repeat business, repeat purchases, increase the product usage from existing customers. And it also means if you have got multiple products or multiple services which you offer, then incentivize that customer to buy your other product and service, what we call cross-selling. Correct? Or when you sell him something, you make him buy a higher version, which is upselling. So retention marketing includes cross-selling and upselling. Okay. So it means you have to focus on your customers. You have to engage with him for the simple reason that they keep coming buying again and again. Okay. And you need mentally, you need to shift the focus. That instead of only acquiring countless new customers, I'm also going to now focus on the profitability from my existing customers. How much more money I can make from that single existing customer. Okay. It means it will help you increase the purchase frequency of your existing customer. You know, how often he buys from you. And the repeat rate, purchase rate. How often or what is the chances that a customer would return to you? Please understand one thing. The customer is not obliged to come back to you. And why the hell should he if you're not engaged? He can go to your competitor. Are you in a business which is a monopoly? Of course not. All of us today have got lots and lots of competition. Your customer can easily go to your competition and buy the same damn product or service which you are selling. Okay.
Lots of option and even lots of distraction nowadays. So having that mind space, occupying the mind space actually matters a lot. We need to do that as a business.
Yeah, correct. And I'll show you later how, when you focus and engage the customer, how it's going to help you. And you need to understand these two metrics, purchase frequency and purchase rate, repeat purchase rate, because it means you are going to increase the customer lifetime value. And I will show you how, which will lead, of course, to long-term profitability rather than short-term acquisition gains when you run only after new customers. Customer lifetime value, for those of you who are still not sure about it, let me explain it this way. Let's assume if you are focused and engaged with your customer on a regular basis, statistics have proven that that customer can keep on buying from you for at least a period of 10 years. I mean, those are statistics, okay? It's not my statistic. It's already published and available. So if you do it good, a loyal customer will buy from you for at least a period of 10 years. So let's say you're selling a product or service in 1 year to this customer of yours worth 1 lakh, and assuming your prices have not gone up and remained the same for 10 years, then in 10 years, he's going to buy 10 lakh rupees worth of product or service from you. So that 10 lakh becomes your customer lifetime value. You can buy even, of course, more at 15 years and 20 years. That's a different thing. But we are talking at a simple cycle.
Average.
10 years. Yeah, 10 years. You multiply whatever is the value of a product or service when he buys it one time, multiply by the purchase frequency in a year. Does he buy it 12 times a year? Does he buy 6 times, 4 times, or only once, whatever? And multiply by 10 years. And that will be giving you the value of that customer for over a 10-year period. So why is it vital to your business? Why am I talking about retention marketing and not about anything else? Because, as Govardhanji said some time back, acquiring new customer is becoming very, very expensive and more difficult. More competition, increasing budgets for advertising, even if you're doing digital advertising. Do you know, guys, Facebook advertising cost went up by 102% in last 9 months. I'm a regular advertiser on Facebook. Ask me. I don't have to ask anybody. I'm telling you from my own personal experience, what I spent 9 months back for the same damn ad, I'm paying 102% more. And still, you're not sure about the quality of the people you attract. You will attract some people, but are they the people you want to attract? Are they the leads you want? Quality leads you're getting? Conversions happening? So that's why retention marketing is now becoming more and more vital if you want to survive. And as I will show you, and one more thing, the customer acquisition costs have risen by 50% for both the B2B and B2C company in the last 5 years. Again, statistics which I pulled from the internet, okay, not my statistics. And if you look at this chart, if you see 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, look at that. The graph is going up, both for B2B as well as B2C. So whichever business you are in, I'm sure you would have realized it if you have been in the business for at least 5 years, how your cost has increased. How much extra you're spending to acquire a new customer. So here why this is important to understand. If your cost to acquire a new person is say 1,000 rupees, but they churn means they disappear after one-time purchase. After paying only 400 in revenue to your business, because you don't have any retention strategies, you are not going to see any positive ROI on the money you have spent to acquire them. And as I tell people, that can quickly drive your company into bankruptcy if you keep on doing this at this rate. You spend 1,000 to acquire a new customer, they get only 400 bucks. So that's why it's very vital, very important to understand why retention marketing is important, and especially today. So it's not too late to start retention marketing. Okay, not that you have missed the bus. And here is what Adobe's Chief Executive Officer Shantanu Narayan says. If you're not retaining your customers even at a current revenue rates, then you have to run faster and faster and faster. Okay, Because he also says that too many companies are chasing customers, acquiring new customers. And he says then the real value lies in understanding what a high value actions can happen from your customer, which drive the usage of your product on a repeat basis. So retention is cheaper and easier. And look at the statistics. According to Harvard Business Review, it's 5 to 25 times more expensive to acquire a new customer than it is to retain an existing one. Look at the difference in the cost. Because existing customer understands your business, understands your product, knows you. And
There's an
assuming
alignment.
screwed up in the first relationship, first time interaction, you don't have to even waste money targeting them, which you would otherwise, have a full advertising pitching for the new customer. Thus, because you have already established a relationship, then there is a 60 to 70% chance of selling to him. The success rate compared to that is only 5 to 25% or 20% for a brand new customer. Look at the difference. So if nothing else opens your mind, focus on these two metrics. 5 to 25 times more expensive to acquire a new customer. Okay. And money spent on retention is always more effective than the money which you spend on acquiring a new customer. Again, the data shows that you can improve the lifetime value or retention by just 1%. If you improve just by 1%, it is going to create a 2 to 4 times impact on your bottom line, on your profit. Then you will, by improving your new customer acquisition by 1%. Obviously, you're going to see a bigger ROI when you dedicate a larger portion of your marketing budget to engaging current customers. This is a area where unfortunately, most of us get it wrong. We are still focusing, we are still want to run after new customers. Am I saying don't ever run after new customers? No, of course not. But please focus on your existing customer. Please engage with them. See how much more you can sell to them. Convert them from an ordinary customer to a loyal customer. Because when you engage with your customer on a regular basis, he will convert from a ordinary customer to a loyal customer. And I'll also show you what happens if you keep that engagement on a continuous basis, week after week, month after month, year after year. I'll show you what happens. Retention will also boost your profits. It's very simple. Just if you increase by 5% your customer retention, is going to boost your revenue by 25 to 95%, and of course, the consequent increase in your bottom line or your profits. Okay, because existing customers are easier to convince, easier to sell to because they know you, correct? And if you engage with him, then the statistics have shown that in the month 31 to 36, that is in the third year of your relationship with an engaged customer, they will do a lot of business in those months than they do in the first 6 months, which of course highlights the importance to keep on the relationship and engagement with your existing customer active. It's not that you focus on your customer for 6 months or 1 year and then you stop. In fact, in my books, I always tell people when they ask me, Mr. Patel, how long do I keep on engaging with my customer? And my answer is always one: lifetime. As long as you have customer, you will keep on engaging with them.
How long do you want to have sales with them?
Sorry?
How long do you want to have sales with them?
Correct. Because as we have seen, if you keep on engaging, the customer lifetime value will keep on increasing. The number of years he will buy from you will keep on increasing. And statistics have shown that in the e-commerce situation, a customer who has made multiple purchases from the e-commerce store is worth 5 times than just a one-time visitor who buys once.
Yeah.
And those, I'm sure, The Amazon and the Flipkarts will tell you easily because they have got so much of data. So much of data. Now, this is what I was telling you. When you keep on engaging, as I told you, you will convert an ordinary customer to a loyal customer. And then there will come a time when your customer will convert into your salesman. What do I mean by that? He is going to start promoting you, your brand, your product, your service to his contacts. What we call word of mouth or referral. Correct? So although the goal of retention is not to bring in new customer, it's a proven byproduct. This you are going to get as a bonus if you keep engaging with your customer for a long time. Because through word of marketing and referrals, 92% of customers, new customers, potential customers, they will trust somebody whom they know who is recommending. See, have you ever thought, think about this. When you know some new restaurant has opened in your city and you want to visit it, do you straight away go or do you try and find out from 5-6 friends of yours, hey, have you ever been to this restaurant? How is the food? How is the location? Correct? Forget that. Even when it comes to buying a new mobile, of course, internet is there for you to do your research, which is best. There's so much of information, but still you want to hear it from your 6-7 close people, relatives, friends, whoever, maybe business contacts. Hey, is this brand good? Should I buy it? We ask, don't we? Why we ask? Because we trust people whom we know. And if that person, even if he's giving us a wrong advice, we don't mind, we will take it. It's called the peer pressure. It's also called peer pressure because if everybody around is buying a particular brand of a mobile phone, then you also want to buy. And believe me, Apple does this so brilliantly. Apple does this so brilliantly. They let their existing customers go and talk about how great an Apple mobile phone is. And that peer pressure brings in more and more new customers. So this is one of the something which you must remember. See, otherwise you are spending so much time, money, effort in acquiring new customers. You're spending your huge budgets, marketing budgets, advertising budgets. You're not doing anything. You're just engaging with your customer anyway. And he becomes your salesman. He starts going and recommending your product. And you know what? When such people come to you, they have been pre-sold by your existing customer. 80% of your job is done. The only thing left, because we are a price sensitive market, that guy is still going to ask you, sir, how much are you going to charge me? Or if you are in a B2B, what are your terms and conditions, payment, delivery, etc. But those are something which you can easily manage. Correct? The first 80%, which is the most difficult part,
is already taken care of.
Already taken care of by your customer. He's your advocate, he's your promoter, he's your sales guy. So remember this. Retention marketing will not only help you get repeat business, but it also get you now new customers. So the more the customer returns to a business, the more likely they are going to give you a referral. And even a first-time shopper, if he finds your product good and the entire experience nice, he will refer at least 3 people. Especially if you're an e-commerce site. Hey, I bought this great product from Amazon. Why don't you go and look at it? So 3 people will go. But after 10 times, if he has bought from you, that shopper is going to refer more than 7 people. So look at that difference in the referral. And of course, it also helps you fight for churning. Customers churn. Today, customer disloyalty is on the rise. I'm talking of customer loyalty on the one hand, but unfortunately, the statistics show that disloyalty is on the rise. Because customer doesn't care about you or your brand because there are so many new ones trying for his attention. Never tried before. They say, let me try this, let me try that. So therefore now it becomes even more imperative, more important to engage in retention marketing. Like for example, a customer can download a new app in their phone in few minutes, set up an account, and then they can switch from one app to the other. Like suppose I'm using only Amazon, and so I find some new, let's say Geo app came in. So when Geo app came in, I remember I instantly downloaded the app. I set up my account, and I went and explored. Then let me see what kind of products are available on the Geo marketplace and what is the price. And I bought a couple of them. Of course, Geo at that time was still setting up. They had a lot of teething problems, so I went back to Amazon. Okay, but my point is, if that experience would have been fantastic first time, I would have not bothered about Amazon. And let me tell you, all of us must be buying regularly from Amazon, something or the other. Tell me, this is my personal feel. How many times has Amazon reached out to you personally, engaging you? I'm not talking about they sending you a survey email saying, okay, can you rate the product which you bought? But normally what they do, send you a sales message. You bought this product, you will be interested in buying this product, or our new sales are coming up, or our Amazon Prime Day is coming up, or that. So end of the day, what are they doing? They are only talking sales. Even a company like Amazon is talking about sales. And I don't know why they are not engaging. They have so much data on you and me, it's unbelievable. They know exactly when Pankaj Patel is coming to their website, how much is the average ticket size in terms of purchases, what are the product he buys on a regular basis, what are his repeat purchases. They have got so much data that it would have been so easy for them to say, hey, this guy is a regular customer of ours, let's do something for him, or let's give him some special deals, or let's engage with him on a more deeper level. But they don't do that. Now imagine if they start doing, of course, for them, there are too many customers to engage with. But they are large, giant companies. They've got huge marketing budgets. They can easily mark a part of it for engaging with customers. So my point here is that if you want to retain your customers, you have to have a strategy for retaining them. Because now the customer is in control. Complete control. He has the internet to go and check all the brands available. He can do comparison shopping. He can check prices. He can check the features. There's nothing much left. If you don't engage with your one-time guy who has bought one time from you, he's going to forget you. He's going to abandon you. So, coming to my original question, which I asked, should you forget about acquisition-focused marketing or running after new customers? Of course not. Because every business needs new customers. You just have to have a correct marketing mix. How much I want to spend on acquiring new customers and how much I want to spend on retaining customers. Okay. The problem is, when they see profitability issues, they focus only on getting new customers. That profit come ho gaya. Chalo aur customer lao. Let's acquire more customers. But they forgot, अरे बेचारा जो अपना existing customer उसका तो कुछ करो. So if you don't have a retention marketing strategy, and even your acquisition of new customer and the marketing for that will go waste, because as you acquire more and more customers, then more and more focus has to be shifted to retaining those customers than acquiring new customers. So what are some of these strategies? There are many strategies. Some of them I've used personally. Some of them big companies have used. So this is a mixture of all that. One of the easiest thing you can do is launch a loyalty program. If a customer is not coming back to you, even though you are selling a product which you think he should be buying every 2 months, 3 months, whatever, and he's not buying, how do you win him back? So you can have a program which is focused on winning back that customer who's not buying from you. You can have a VIP program. Now, this is something which I must have made 10 times I've recommended to Amazon. Hey, boss, I'm buying more than 1 lakh rupees worth of goods from you every month. And I do spend 1 lakh on Amazon platform every single month. I don't know about you guys, but I spend 1 lakh. And I thought 1 lakh in a month, if I'm buying from a bloody marketplace, they better make me a VIP customer. But they don't care. Anyway, so but if you are caring for your customer, create a program. You know, maybe initially you will invite your top 50% of your customers to this program.
On the flip side, I want to maybe add to the discussion what you're telling, because I came across this situation while I was dealing with one of the e-commerce client. In fact, it's a D2C brand. So they were like, there came the chance that now I was trying to talk about. You have people who are purchasing regularly from you.
Correct.
What are you giving them back? Then he told about that uh, that loyalty points. So points are fine, but
Correct.
again, what I asked him is, I engaged him in a discussion where I talked about, and they also sell on Amazon because they have to be on the marketplace as well. The same product is being sold,
Correct.
and they also face a problem where Amazon's logistics and all those are very, very sophisticated. So if a customer says, the customer of the brand wants to get that product, they can get it very fast. Delivery is fast, everything is fast. Whereas this D2C brand themselves will have that kind of issues there. Then I told, if you want to really win your customers and want your customers to buy from your site rather than Amazon, you need to create something like a VIP program or something like that,
Correct.
where
Correct.
you need to give not just your product, not just discounts, give them more, like what
Yeah.
else you can give
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Because he's not just only interested in your product. Let us say the product is about nutrition. What all can you, how can you help you or help him out? Maybe
Correct.
that I want to bring this as a context here, because as the future, retention marketing will play a huge role when you want to even compete with the marketplace with all the D2C brands coming up, e-commerce brands coming up. I think this can play a huge this thing.
Yeah. So let me share one small experience from my own personal life when I was helping a customer. So I was trying to convince this customer of mine to launch a VIP program. He said, "You're crazy. How can I make all my customers VIP?" I said, "ठीक है. Let's start with a 10% for people." And I said, "See, VIP or you are going to make me spend so much money. मेरे को profit इतना मिला है, ये है." You know, that's usual argument started. And I said, "Listen, sir, understand one thing. It's all about psychology. It's all about ego. It's fanning your customer's ego. You're making him feel appreciated. You're making him feel wanted. You may not give him much benefits, but the very fact you tell him, I'm happy to inform you that you have been selected in our prestigious gold platinum VIP program. Sala, wo itna hi enough hai to make him feel nice.
Yeah.
Then of course you can do whatever your budget allows you. Okay, hey, you're from now onwards, whenever you buy any product or service from us, you're gonna get a 10% discount. Flat. You don't even have to apply for it or ask for it. We will track you. We got you. In our database, we have
Like that Zomato recently launched that Zomato Pro Plus
correct.
program, and I've seen that one lady on LinkedIn was posting about it, saying that na, after buying this membership na, I actually bought more from Zomato, because now you feel that you have some superpower and you
Yeah,
start ordering and you end up purchasing
absolutely.
more.
Absolutely. Yeah, 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 yeah. So then ultimately this customer he agreed and I didn't have to do anything. I let those VIP customers only speak because they started sending my customer a lot of interesting letters or emails saying thank you so much, we really appreciate it and we love you and we love your company, we love your product. He said, look at this. I said, see, that's what I told you. And now imagine if you keep on doing something for these VIP customers, you are doing nothing but exceeding your customers' expectations from you. You are engaging in what we call customer delight. You're delighting your customer. And a customer delight or exceeding your customer expectation is the first step to getting a fantastic loyal customer. So very, very important. You need to deliver increased personalization. See, if you are engaging with your customer as far as possible, not no, I wouldn't say as far as possible, you must personalize every single message you send out to them. If possible, say dear, instead of saying dear sir, dear customer, dear favorite VIP program customer, no. Dear Pankaj Patel. I mean, I would love to hear from anybody with my name. Then I know that guy is knowing is whom he's sending it to. He's stored my name in his database. So when he says dear Pankaj or dear Pankaj Patel or dear Mr. Patel, he's personalizing the message. And then dropping some hint in the mail, which is very, very unique to me. Like, for example, somewhere they mentioned that you bought this particular model or this particular product from us 6 months back, 3 months back. And I said, oh, they have this data about me? Sure, I should respect it, you know. So I feel as if the company cares for me, you know, it's empathy. It's all about empathy. So when I see that company has addressed me personally, has given me some information which is only unique to me, then I know the company cares for me. And then I pay more attention to the message. Highlight the customer progress. What I mean by highlight customer progress? See, many times you have put a customer in some kind of a competition or in some kind of an award scheme which incentivizes him that if you make so much purchase, say if you buy 5 products from me in the next 1 month, you will get the 6th product free, or you will get a coupon which is worth 10,000 or 5. Just I'm giving you that as an example. Now, when you start that scheme, keep on sending in messages. You have one step away from 10,000 rupees coupon. You are one step away from completing this. Whatever, wherever he is, give him an idea about his progress. Not only you're inspiring him to go ahead, to progress faster. Again, he says, oh wow, this company really cares for me. मेरे को तो इतना याद कर रहा था. So you must highlight that. Like, very few people do this.
And actually, people shy away about sending reminders. People think that will they take it offensively or
Yeah.
But actually, it's not the.
It is not. It is not. I'm telling you, you're right. You are right. People, this is again a misconception in people's mind. Oh, itna reminder भेजेगा, upset हो जाएगा. अरे, but you're reminding him for what? For his own good. He doesn't mind. Yeah, maybe there you will find maybe 1 or 2 some guys who are really fussy.
Yeah, they will be irritated. But what happens is people who are already aligned with you, they will generally feel happy because this is a lot of noise.
Correct.
Because I did an email marketing workshop last month, and people from niche marketers community itself they signed up.
Correct.
But that needed some 5 to 6 emails, follow-up emails, and people were okay because some of the times the people just they pass it off, they don't see it properly. It happens with all of us. So I think
Correct. One other great method is to create what we call a customer advisory council.
okay.
What does this mean? You know, it's nothing but, again, according to me, fanning the ego. That is the first part. You invite some few important, big, large customer of yours and say, hey, we are setting up this council, which is going to help us deliver better and better engagement and
Experience.
services and products to our customers. Since you are a very valuable customer of ours, you're a VIP customer, we invite you to become part of it. Would you be interested? You just have to spend X amount of time in 1 month or in 1 quarter, where we will have very, very strategic meetings. You will be invited. Now, can you imagine? You invite a customer to that kind of a meeting.
Yeah.
Do you think that guy is going to leave you? He's not going to leave you. But now see, it is not a big thing, especially for a larger company, is nothing cost-wise.
Even you sometimes get a very advantage of getting a very close cut feedback, which you don't get it in general.
And I always believe if you have a ear to the ground, if you are listening to your customers, you will always get lots and lots of feedback, how to improve, how to do better, how to improve your product features or whatever, or introduce new features which your product doesn't have, or what else you can do with your services. If you listen to them, believe me, you get very, very valuable inputs. And this will help your customer to be more and more loyal. And he will go and proudly tell people, hey, I'm on the customer advisory council of Hindustan Lever or Unilever or Jio or Reliance or whatever. But none of them have all this. None of them. Because unke mind mein that traditional method is still going on. Most of them. And some of them are so large they don't care also, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's that arrogance comes in large companies, and then the downfall starts. Be where your customers are. What this means is today customer can be found on various platforms, on digital platforms, correct? Offline, of course, we know, but today with more and more digitalization of the economy, people are watching videos, reading blogs, reading posts, articles, shopping, watching movie online, playing games on. So everywhere, you should know where your customers are spending time. And if you know where they are spending time, you could create your retention strategy around that. You can precisely target them even where they are going. It is not necessary that you only send an email to your customer and just sit back. No. If you know that your customer is spending 90% watching games or TVs or videos on YouTube, if he sees your ad, it's going to remind him of you. So you should know where they are. You should know what he's spending time and money on, so that you could also come up with something which would attract him. And keep up your follow-up promises. This is one things where most companies fail horribly. They promise their customer, we will get back to you in 48 hours. We will take care of your customer complaint in next 3 working days. Tell me how many of us have banged our heads with Vodafone, with maybe your bank, whatever your bank is, Bank of Baroda, State Bank, or any consumer, product you have bought, or service you have received. That's a problem where you call the customer service, you get somebody automated recording message, press 1, press 2, press 9, press this. You're doing nothing but pressing buttons for next 5 minutes, and then ultimately they'll say, we are sorry, all our customer executives are busy. Please call again. Dang, phone is cut. Gaya 10 minutes aapka. So these are some things which based, it's common sense, but people don't understand this also. Please be very, very transparent and honest with your customer. Even if you screw up, even if you have promised to deliver the product or service by a date and you cannot for whatever reasons, please call up your customer, apologize, and tell him, hey, we screwed up. We couldn't deliver your product or service today. But rest be assured, we are going to deliver it tomorrow anyhow. And if you are even a very, very concerned company, you will say, and for this delay, we would like to offer you a small coupon of 10% discount, which you can use it for your next purchase. See, company को कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ा, वो 10% anyway देता है discount. But imagine you tell this guy whom you have delayed just by a day, the customer experience with you will change from a negative to positive.
Yeah. You're accepting your mistake and you also want to compensate for it.
Yeah. And you can be honest. You say, hey, I know it sounds like an excuse, but my dispatch guys, none of them showed up today because of heavy rains. So I couldn't dispatch the material to you. I wanted to dispatch your product personally through my own company person whom I was going to send to your house. So he didn't show up because of heavy rains. I'm being transparent and honest. And I'm also telling him, I know you will say it sounds like an excuse, but please give me one more day. I will deliver the product to you tomorrow anyhow. And for this delay, we would like to offer you a discount coupon. Khatam. Guaranteed 99% of the time, you would have converted a negative thing into a positive thing. Just being transparent and honest. And of course, end of the day, remember, keep creating great customer experiences. What I call customer delight. Make your customer so happy now. The damn guy doesn't go anywhere. Even if somebody comes at a lower price, he says, no, I want to go and buy from Pankaj. I don't want to buy from anybody else. Because he says, Pankaj goes out of his way to make me happy. Pankaj always exceeds my expectations from whatever I buy from. So if I'm creating that customer delight, then you have a loyal customer for life. So these are some of the strategies you could use. There are many, many more, many more. I would also like to quickly take you through a small little background on what I call the WhatsApp frequency method. It's a retention marketing based strategy which can be used to focus and engage with your existing customers. Okay. And this is without you having to call, meet, email, or spend on social media marketing. Now imagine a retention marketing strategy where you can focus and engage on with your customers on a regular basis at very low cost without any headache or effort. And it will also help you stand out amongst your competition and become unique in your industry or profession. And what does it include, or what is it based on? It uses a cloud-based bulk WhatsApp tool. So now, if you remember, I told you about my experience with email marketing many years back. And I'm sure even Govardhan would agree with me, even though I know he does a lot of email marketing, he's an email marketing guru. I'm sure he must be getting much higher open rates with his email marketing strategies. But I used to have 70-80% open rates way back in 2006 to 2010. But then I saw those open rates falling. I saw people not opening emails. And you know, one of the biggest reasons for people stop opening emails, because whenever they get emails and when they open it, it's nothing but sales message. It's nothing but a brochure or a catalog. So they said, hell, forget it. I don't want to be dealing with this. So they stopped opening. So when I saw that email marketing is going down day by day, and I saw the popularity of WhatsApp increasing, I said, let's start using WhatsApp as the primary communication channel to reach out to customers, whether existing or prospective. But the problem, I ran into a problem very fast when I wanted to use it, that the normal WhatsApp account which you have, you can't really send more than 5 forwards. If you do broadcasting, there are a lot of restrictions. People have to save your number. You can't send more than 256. And even if you do too much of it, then you can get your number blocked. There are too many restrictions. So then came out the bulk WhatsApp tools, which help you sending out messages in bulk without getting worried about your number getting blocked or banned. So I use that cloud-based. There are also software-based tools, but it uses your number. So you have a problem of getting your number back. It can send up to 10 lakh messages in one single click, this tool. Okay, of course, right now, I used to have a lot of multinational agro companies who used to use this kind of messaging. In one day, they used to send 10 lakh messages because they were sending messages to whom? To farmers. And there are more than 60 crore farmers in India. So, of course, now most of my customers are much more conservative. They don't send so many messages in one click, but you can send up to it. And you get a detailed report, mobile number wise, who got the message, who didn't got the message. And if the message was not delivered, you get a reason why it was not delivered. So then you could accordingly change or amend your database. Yeah. And every message you can send with 6 files attached to it. So you can send 4 images, 1 PDF file, and a 1 video file. And it includes, as I told you, a cloud-based tool with a minimum capacity of 10,000. You can send as low as 10,000. So it comes with built-in. So you can choose different packages based on how many messages you would like to send over a period of time. So from 10,000 to 1 million plus, you can buy those packages. And this is the best part. It comes with a customized content set. What is one set? Consists of 1 page of educational message for engaging with your customers, one micro video script, because I believe video is very important psychologically and otherwise, because it's a video which will help you get, which will guarantee that you get embedded in the minds of your existing customers so that they convert from ordinary to loyal customers. Okay. And I even compose the WhatsApp message. So basically, I take the headache out. I don't want you to spend any time or effort on creating this content. And you can select your content packages from 1 month to 12 months. The choice is yours. And you get 1 to 6 hours of personalized consulting with me, because I will create that content based on your profession, based on your specific business, whether B2B, B2C, whatever. And over a period of time, if you're going to be with me, then I will also give you all those strategies which I just spoke about, what you should do to engage your customers and also create customer delight. What are the different retention strategies I will give? And of course, you get access to a whole lot of free tools, including mobile video making. If you want to do more and more jazzy videos, how do you want to compress the video? Because you don't want to send a large video on a WhatsApp, because your customer will never download if he sees a very big file. So I've got a tool which I will show you. You can compress the thing to below 3 MB, and you can then send that file as attachment. So remember, any activity you do requires time, effort, and money. So these are the benefits. You will spend less than 5 minutes per week of your time, because it takes only 1 minute to record a video, and it will take you less than 4 minutes to send the messages using my bulk WhatsApp. Now, 5 minutes per week is not a great big effort or time. And there's nothing you have to do, because everything I have done, including creating the microscript video script. I give you a script, you read the script, you record the video. That's all you do. And sending the messages, you can send it. You have a person in your office whom you can teach. Even a 5-year-old boy can send. It's so easy to use the tool. And the cost is less than 166 rupees per day, less than the price of a Starbucks coffee. Now you have to decide whether A, what I just told you makes sense in terms of retention marketing. Do you want to run after new customers, or do you also want to get some money out of your existing customers? And I've given you a particular methodology or a process which can help you do it in a very quick time. It's not the most sophisticated method, but it's a very basic method, very simple method, which will help you quickly, overnight, start engaging with your customer.
Yeah.
If you want more information, please contact me anytime. Thank you so much for listening. And now I'm open to any questions.
Yeah, Pankaj, so this one thing I want to mention, like the software you're mentioning is it will be using multiple numbers to send messages.
Correct.
So, like, is there any way that replies coming in will be managed, or is there a
Yeah.
possibility?
So when you send the WhatsApp message through this tool, the first line of the message is which says greetings from Pankaj Patel from Corners Web Solutions. So the customer knows it's Pankaj and my company. So he knows who it is sending. Number one. Number two, as you go down the message, my full details, contact details are there. Pankaj Patel, my designation, my company name, my email ID, my mobile number. Below that, there is a specific instructions given. If you wish to reply to this message, click on the link below. And in that link, my mobile number is embedded. So when they click on that link, all replies will come directly to my mobile number.
Okay, you have covered it in the messaging part.
Yeah. And not only that, but every time I send a message, that instruction is repeated every time. So,
Yeah, it's automatically inserted in that.
yeah.
So that's an interesting this thing. So because like WhatsApp marketing, yeah, we are hearing about it, but again, Anand is saying, can we see a demo or can you show a screenshot?
Yeah, I can. You would like to see it? Should I? Do we have time?
Yeah. Because they're
Huh?
interested, we can go for it. Yeah.
Okay. Give me a minute. Yeah, so I'm just going to share my screen. I'll just show you the word format of the message, which is what I normally send to any. So for example, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you see the first slide, it says greetings from Pankaj Patel from my company. That's my company's name, Autonomous Web Solutions. And my first line always, is I hope you and your family are safe and well. And and then I tell them that today I want to. I now when I say we are educating the customer every week, I need to have a topic. Or what is the topic? So I say I want to today speak about 3 ways you can increase your sales, and I add one additional line to it saying that although you may know the first and second way, is the third one which is very interesting. And I say, please read the PDF file which is attached to this WhatsApp message, and I would love to receive your feedback about it. And I also give him this option. If you do not wish to receive my weekly messages, click on the link below and reply stop, and I will not bother you again. And I actually respect that. Very rarely it will happen because you're sending it to your existing customer, they know you. And unless you have a very, very fussy customer, you're not going to say stop. Okay, up till now, I have not got a single stop. We'll be in touch with you next week. Until then, take care, wear a mask, of course, because this was pandemic time. So I used to always say, I have to show some empathy. So wear a mask, maintain social distancing, and be careful. And then I say, hey, best regards, my name, my company name, my mobile number, my email ID. So he has got 2, 3 methods of
Contacting.
contact. If he wants, he can just pick up the phone and call me because the number is there. There are some of my customers who are still old fashioned, love to send me emails, and they can use my email ID from here. Now, if they want to reply to this message because it's going on WhatsApp, I will give them these instructions. If you wish to reply the message, please click on the link below. And this is the link which is in the international WhatsApp format, acceptable format. Now, unfortunately, any link you put in your WhatsApp message and you're sending it to somebody for the first time, or you're sending, because I told you we send these messages using third party numbers, not your number. So it is for the first time your customer will receive it. So this link is not clickable, it's not active. You have to make it active. So I also give them the instruction that to activate the above link, just reply hi to this message. 50% of the time, in most mobile phones, the link becomes active and clickable. But there are 50% of the mobiles where it will still not be clickable. Then I tell them, uh, okay, I think, if it's not clickable, then exit this message and open it again. So the process of exiting the message and again opening it makes that link clickable. And then I just tell them click on the above link and you can send a reply to this message. So this is the message which goes. The only thing which changes every week is this. Very simple. 2, 3 lines only will change. Everything else remains the same. Of course, after 1 month, 2 months, I want to change even the other part of the message because you don't want to get your customer bored reading the same thing again and again. But 1 month I keep the message format same. I only change this. So the topic every week I create a new topic which is connected to my business. Okay. So if you are in a business which say, let's say example, you're selling insurance, then I would talk about different aspects of insurance, why you should have an insurance, why you should have a life insurance, or why you should have a medical insurance, or why you should have a top-up medical insurance, or why you should have a insurance for your house is the most expensive asset you own. You can buy an insurance for your car, for your health, for your life, but why not for your house?
Yeah.
So those are the things, and I always keep it restricted to just one page and bullet points. Nobody's got time to read paragraphs. Nobody's going to read multiple pages. You may have fantastic content which goes in, say 10 pages. Beautiful. Wow, nice. But do you think your customer has got time to read? No.
And moreover, I think in WhatsApp, distractions are also more. So you need to keep it short.
Yeah. So this is a sample of a message which I sent, and I make a small video. Would you like me to play that video?
Yeah.
You'll have to bear with me. I just found only one old video where I had a beard and all. So, but it's me only. Okay, so this is about that same topic which I showed you, the 3 ways you can increase. So,
Hi, this is Pankaj Patel from Ornus West Solutions. I hope you and your family are safe and sound.
okay,
Today, I would like to talk about.
let me replay it. The volume was low. Okay.
Hi, this is Pankaj Patel from Ornus West Solutions. I hope you and your family are safe and sound. Today, I would like to talk about 3 broad ways how you can increase your sales. Please look at the attached PDF and let me know your views on it. I'll talk to you next week. Until then, take care, stay safe, wear a mask, and maintain social distances. Bye.
Now, I want you to understand one very important aspect of sending this kind of micro videos. You would have thought, okay, what did Pankaj just say? Nothing much. But it's not important what you say. It is important that you make a video so your customer sees you week after week after week. And he now starts thinking that you are an authority because you've been educating him every week, you know. And if he's a first time customer, he's not yet become a repeat customer. That's the idea. Your credibility starts going up. His trust in you starts going up because he sees you week after week, you know. And the video helps guarantee that you and your product or your company or whatever you're selling will get embedded in the minds of your customer. Okay, because that is what we want. Because even if in the middle of the night I wake him up and I say retention marketing or WhatsApp marketing, he has to blurt out my name only. पंकज पटेल, you know, that is the idea. इतना घुस जाना चाहिए उसका दिमाग के अंदर. So this helps, the video helps. And of course, it's as simple as when you see somebody talking in flesh and blood, that gives the most maximum impact than a photograph or nothing else. I mean, if I did a podcast, you know, instead of a video, ठीक है वो सुनेगा but वो बोर हो जाएगा. But when he sees somebody talking, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, seeing is believing is how we are actually wired.
And most important part, it creates the emotional connection. You understand that emotional connection is very, very important and critical for retention marketing.
Yeah. So I think Pankaj, we have one request about the dashboard or the panel.
Okay, would like you want to show that? You want to see that also?
Yeah, that's what is being asked.
Sure.
Yeah.
Give me a minute.
And today's session, I think what we talked is like we are not trying to just talk about sending messages or something, but the whole strategy of retention marketing, how is it being done? The big picture, that's something what Pankaj has shared. And it's very interesting to realize that from his experiences, even the 20 years back also they have worked, and today also they're working. So, and also in the last, we did one more session with Pankaj ji, exclusively on WhatsApp marketing. I'll also share that with you guys, YouTube link. You can have that, this thing. In that also he mentioned about very, very interesting different kind of businesses using WhatsApp marketing. Like someone who is into hardware or such kind of businesses. Very different kinds of businesses where we don't generally think of. So it's working, and we need to figure out, and we need to start doing stuff And again, because in this WhatsApp method, we are using random numbers. So his content strategy is saying that we need to personalize and give that attention where you tell about yourself.
Yeah. So this is the tool which we use. This is the bulk WhatsApp tool. When you log in, so you get a simple URL, you click on it, a window will pop up asking you to put your username and password. That's all. And you can use it from any device, mobile, iPad, desktop, laptop, whatever. No restriction. You can use it on any device. Now, what you have to do is I'm going to show you step by step. When you first time open it, it will ask you what is the campaign name. Every time you send a message, we call it a campaign. Okay, and you have to give it a name. And if you don't know what name to give, no problem. Just put today's date. So today is July 14th. I will just call it July 15th or 14th campaign. That's all. The message, if you remember, I showed you a message. What I'm going to do is I just copy paste it from there. Give me a minute. I'll just open that folder. Copied it, and I'm just coming and pasting it over here. This is the window. Of course, you can type, you can compose it yourself. But why should you waste your time? When I'm making it ready and giving it, you just copy paste it. There you are. So I copy pasted the message. Then, as I told you, you can upload files. So I'm first going to upload a video, my 3-minute video. 3 MB video. Not 3 minutes, it's just 20 seconds. If you see, I've just clicked on it, and then you see it's uploading. Done. Then I've created that PDF file. What are those 3 ways you can increase the sales? So that entire content is this PDF file which I have just uploaded, and it's done. And just to show you, normally these are the only 2 files we send out when we are doing retention marketing or WhatsApp marketing. But when we are sending a sales message, then you may want to send some brochures, catalog, some image files. So I'll just upload one. You can do 4 images, but I'll just show you one. Okay, let me just upload a photograph of mine to make it fast and quick. Yeah, there you go. So it's done. We have uploaded 3 files: 1 image, 1 PDF, 1 video. Now the most important part. I will send this message to how many people? Let's say I want to send to 1,000, 2,000. The only thing you need to do before you start this activity is you have to have all those numbers to whom you want to send in an Excel file. If you don't have an Excel file with your customer numbers, you have to prepare it. So one-time exercise. In one column, you have to have all your mobile numbers. You copy those numbers and you come and paste it here. Go over and just give me your number.
9390
9390
780
7
8
yes
0
0
927.
927. Now this tool has got certain restrictions because remember the focus is retention marketing, which means sending messages to your existing customers. Now, when you're sending messages to existing customers, you don't want to disturb them on Sundays and holidays. So we don't allow the tool to be used on Sundays and holidays. We don't allow the tool to be used whenever you want. I don't want any one of you to send a message to your customer in middle of the night. अरे मैं भूल गया अभी रात को भेजता हूँ campaign. No, sir. The tool will allow you to send messages strictly in office timings 10 to 6. Not before that, not after that. You can upload the message before 10, no problem. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you can upload it, but it will not send or it will not start transmission unless 10 a.m. happens. So between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., Monday to Saturday are the actual time. So right now we are already in the night. It will not allow me, but it will allow me to send 1 or 2 demo this thing. So that's why I took go over the number. So I'm going to now just click on send now. It says submitted successfully. Govardhan, just please confirm whether you received any message. I hope you received it.
Yeah, I received it.
Great.
I can display it in some time to the guys.
Yeah. So then you just, what you do is, when you read my WhatsApp message, you will see that link. Okay. So it will not be active. You just say hi and you see whether it's getting activated on your particular model of mobile. If not, then come out of it, go back and then send me a hi. Then I know that you understood everything.
And after sending a hi, it did not activate. I think.
Then you close that message, come out and go back.
Yeah, now it is activated.
Yes, now it will activate. Correct. Anandji, you're asking me what is the cost per message or is it a monthly service? So basically my packages start from 10,000 and goes upwards. Each package has got some, the basic package has got 20,000 messages built in. So you can send up to 20,000 whenever you want. There is no expiry or a validity. Up to 1 year, 2 years, you can use it. And you will get 1 month of content. No, you have to make sure that all the numbers are of 10 digits only. You don't have to add 91 or 0 before the 10 digits. If you have, you'll have to edit it. It's very simple in Excel. You can remove the zeros or 91. And you just have to, in that column, just have a 10 digit. It cannot be 11, it cannot be 9, it has to be 10. Then you just copy and paste. That's all. For the reply, for you people to click on that link, I had to add 91 because that is the official WhatsApp international format. Just in case, guys, if you don't know how to send a message without saving a number, that's the format you use and you'll be able to send it to anybody without saving the number.
Okay.
Yeah, anybody who wants to know more details, please send me a WhatsApp message.
Yeah, definitely. Because today's session, the tool was something we wanted to talk about, but again, the whole focus was about retention marketing. And today, I think we all have got a lot of information, which means a lot of people just focus on the tech side of WhatsApp, like sending. But if you also think about the other side, which is about what kind of content should be sent and what are you trying to do with your existing customers, because even though you can send a lot of messages to your existing customers, how many times can you send sales messages to them? Like in a month, if you're sending 6 messages to your customers, and 6 out of 6 all are sales, definitely he will get pissed off. कितना कर देंगे आपसे वो?
Correct.
Then he will unsubscribe, because WhatsApp messages are way more powerful. At the same time, they're way more dangerous than email, because email से ज़्यादा intrusive है WhatsApp, because it keeps tricking, ting notification आता रहेगा. So people, even some of the people now, like WhatsApp, they want to use it actively, but they are like I know some guys who want to use it sparingly because too many groups, too much notifications. Some people are like, and some people are having a problem. Like they have a what we can say, they're freaks, like control freaks. They want 100 messages, zero. That kind of people are there. I'm not that kind of a person. I have 100 messages in my Gmail. I can still sleep happily, but most of them are not like that. So I think today's session has given you that kind of insight. So one more question, Pankaj, I want to ask is about there's no risk of getting our number blocked as we never use our numbers. Did I get it? Yeah, yes, Gurraj, that is correct. One question I want to ask is about this WhatsApp thing. Just with this, with Gurraj's question, I just got wavered a bit. I was trying to ask something exactly, but I just lost it.
Okay.
it happens.
So probably it was related to why why your number will never get banned, correct?
No, that is Gururaj has asked, and I think we have an answer because we are not using our own number. And we definitely your software is going to rotate numbers and it will change numbers. That's what I understand.
Correct, absolutely right.
You can definitely clarify that if at all.
Yeah.
That is one thing. And other side of this thing, I want to maybe make a point here is like people who are like trying to use this software. Um, the packages part about not the pricing part. You told about the content support thing.
Correct.
So I just want to ask you, the content support you're providing, are there like templates? Are there like industry-wise templates or something like that?
So
What is that?
package comes with a minimum of 1 hour of personalized consulting with me.
Okay.
Even if that I'm selling the same package to, let's say, 2 insurance agents, each one has his own set of challenges. Each one has got different type of numbers of customers, and each one would be focusing on a particular policies which he would like to promote.
Okay.
So I would create the content based on my discussion with each customer. So every content which will go out will get customized to that customer. You understand? So for example, even though you are a general insurance agent, let's say for example, and I got another general insurance, you say, hey, Pankaj, I only want to focus on selling medical policies and car insurance policies, nothing else. That's what my expertise is. That's my forte, and I want to do that. The other guy says, Pankaj, I want to sell more of fire and safety house policy. I want to sell top-up medical policy, not the basic medical policy, not the plain vanilla, but top-up policy. Or I want to sell policies for people who are exporting and importing cargo goods, which is known as the mercantile cover, mercantile insurance. I focus on that. Somebody said, I want to sell cyber security insurance. Correct. So I recently had done a very interesting 1 month content for a insurance agent who wanted to focus on personalized cyber security insurance. You know, lot of phishing is happening, a lot of money disappears from your ATM, your bank account. So he says, I want to be protected. Is there a policy? Yes, there is a policy. So he says, help me, educate people on this. So I created content for that. And one more thing I would like to add. The content which I provide is available at a slightly extra cost, of course, in 22 different regional languages, local language. So I've got some customers in Kerala, who are selling policies to tier 2, tier 3 towns where the guys were more familiar, speaking in the local language. So he says, yes, they know English. It's not that they don't know English, but they will feel very comfortable if I communicate with them in the local language. So we created the content, we translated into the local language, and it was a proper translation. It's not a transliteration. And we sent it out, and it was a big hit because the customers felt so good. Hey, my agent is talking to me in my language. I know now what is he trying to educate me. He understands even the WhatsApp message is in that language. The content is in the local language. Even the video with the guy made was talking local language. So it was very perfect. But that is what I'm talking about. So when you're dealing with your customers, when you're engaging, please engage with him in a language which he understands, not a language which you prefer.
Yeah.
It's all about
it's 1 month of content is what you're providing as a standard this thing. And if they want support or if they want to continue with it, you are also.
So I have packages 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. The choice is up to the customer what he wants to buy, how much he wants to invest. Because as I told you, when I talk about retention marketing or WhatsApp marketing, let me be very honest, 90% people don't want to do it. They're skeptical. ये क्या है? मैंने कभी सुना नहीं है. मैं क्यों इस पे खर्चा करूं? I want to run after new customers. Even though if it's taking me a lot of time, मेरा headache आता है. No problem. I'm most comfortable doing it.
मैं खुश हूँ.
Do it. It's okay. It's okay. And I tell them, maybe 10,000 if you can't spend on a new method of increasing your sales, God only help you. Because I know the same person will go and buy a 30,000 rupees ka new model of a new mobile when it is launched. I know the same guy will take his wife or girlfriend out and blow up 10,000 in a five-star restaurant on a dinner. Neither of them is helping you increase your sales. Yeah, chance hai. I'm saying don't believe me, but take a chance, boss. Imagine when you're sending 20,000 messages, branding kitna hoga? You know, forget. Let's assume the worst case. Sales. That doesn't help you increase sales. No repeat purchase. No nothing else. But branding to hua na
Yeah.
with all your customers.
Branding तो हुआ ही है, and you also without testing how can you confirm? अब टेस्ट करो तो समझ में आएगा ना कि क्या होगा, क्या होने वाला है.
Correct. Absolutely. And you tell me na, whatever I've spoken about and shown you, it's basically common sense. It's nothing exotic science, rocket science nahi hai isme. If you are on the other side, I mean, you try to put yourself in your customer shoes. If you are a customer, if somebody is going to send you every week interesting one-page content, kya problem hai? And if that very content is helping you learn something new or even refresh if you knew something, nothing wrong. Nothing. Tell me now. First of all, let's ask the simple question: how many of your vendors or your suppliers educate you? Number one. Number two, how many of them even send a video, their own video, not the salesman ka video, aap uska khud ka video? Nobody. No one. Now, if you start doing it, won't you be unique? Won't you stand out from your competition? I'm telling you, even if you use it for new customer acquisition, to bhi kaam ka hai. Because I will not tell you day one, because day one, what will happen when you meet a potential customer? Day one, you want to send him your profile, your message, sales message, brochure, catalog. Don't do that. Engage him for at least 4-5 times. Educate him, put your video. He doesn't know you from Adam. When he sees you on the video, trust will build. And if there are 10 guys along with you pitching for that guy's attention so that they buy the product, guess who's going to get shortlisted? Guess who's going to get shortlisted? Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Why is he going to shortlist you? Because he says this guy is unique. He's educated me. He's not spoke even once about selling his product or service in the first 4-5 times.
Yeah, definitely.
I saw him. Looks like a nice guy. Maybe he's slightly ugly, but otherwise he's a nice guy. Okay, let me meet him. Okay, I want to meet him. He may not buy from you, but at least you have opened the door.
Yeah, at least like possibilities have started, and he's trying to consider basically, and he's trying to understand about your brand. He's trying to know about you, and even if he doesn't buy anything, he might discuss it with his friend or someone saying that यार एक बंदा था उनसे मैंने ये चीज खरीदा था उसके बाद उनके वीडियो मेरे पास आया.
No, he will say wait. I've saved it in my phone. I'm forwarding it to you. And when he will forward, he'll forward maybe the video, but definitely he will forward the one-page content.
Yeah.
और वो one-page content में आपका नीचे नाम और नंबर है. So that सामने वाला भी can call you, ना?
Yeah, the possibilities definitely are there. It's about how marketers, because we are a marketer community, even there are business owners here. So it's about trying it out and see, doing it, mixing and matching. Always retention marketing will work when you try to help your customers out. Only sales messages will definitely backfire. That's what I can. मतलब ये मेरा personal view है. Again, people can disagree. Keep on selling. I think it's not the right way for most of the businesses. That's what I think. So today's session, we had a great time with Pankaj ji. And one more question, last question, I think we'll take it and we'll close it up. Does the software also have options to integrate with WooCommerce to send? I think I'm not sure.
It cannot be. For that, you will need an official WhatsApp API, which you have to purchase from a middle party who will help you set it up. And then if you are sending lots and lots of confirmation from your e-commerce platform, or you want to send confirmation of a whole lot of transactions which happen, then WhatsApp API is the best thing, because WhatsApp API doesn't have, or WhatsApp as a company has no problem If you're sending millions of messages in a day, provided each message is different, means it's a transaction or a notification based. So if you see, Make My Trip, Book My Show, State Bank of India, Vodafone, all those guys, when you now transact with do anything, you get a WhatsApp message. That is through the WhatsApp API. So but even that WhatsApp API, even though it says you can send a marketing message, whole lot of restrictions. First of all, first condition, you can only send a message in a template which WhatsApp is going to give you. So you can't do whatever you want. Number two, they will make you give an undertaking. You will send only to those people who have saved your number. And now, how the hell are you going to make out whether your customer has saved your number? It's the most stupidest thing I ever heard. I can understand if you have 10 customers, I can find out whether those 10 customers have saved my number or not, or read my messages by the blue tick mark. But if I have already 10,000 customers, how the hell am I going to waste my time? You think I'm going to waste my time in finding out whether 10,000 customers have saved my number? They may have saved, they may have not saved. I don't know. But then this is the undertaking you give.
Yeah. So, Pankaj, here again, as we got into that discussion, one thing which surprised me, because recently I'm seeing a lot of WhatsApp API based tools springing up a lot recently. And I also have been having a discussion with one of the chatbot marketing expert. I can call her an expert because she's into chatbot marketing. So WhatsApp is one of the things she also does. So like transaction side and all is concerned, she was telling about these templates and all. So how you differentiate, or like how you advise use cases about the tool which you are suggesting, or maybe the kind of tools, the tool you have, there are some kind of tools which
The
are
kind of tool which I use
yeah.
is the most ideal tool for retention marketing, basically when you're promoting anything. Okay? WhatsApp API, on the other hand, is fantastic tool, or tools based on WhatsApp API are good tools to be used when you have lot of confirmations going out of your, say for example, e-commerce. Somebody buys
Commerce use cases.
a message, hey, we received your order, we received your payment, we did this with that, blah blah blah, quickly, because people don't. Initially we used to send by SMS or email. Now nobody is looking at this. People will forget it, but WhatsApp they are not going to, because you know why? 98% of all messages sent to WhatsApp are being read, whether they are coming from an unknown number or unknown number. And 65% of all those messages are being read in the first 20 minutes of it getting sent.
Okay.
So in terms of response time also is fantastic. So these big companies have understood that we better communicate with our customers on WhatsApp. They may send you additional email.
SMS and all, SMS, email and all. Yes.
It's a support. I also tell people, hey, you want to send, you're doing WhatsApp marketing, you also better supplement with email marketing. Some of your customers may be a traditional customer who WhatsApp नहीं देखता है, he doesn't have a WhatsApp account. Possible, it happens. Then the only way you can do is email. But if you have already done, email marketing along with WhatsApp marketing, you cannot miss any customer at all. Yeah. And so if you're doing a lot of notifications, a lot of transactions in a day, then I think one should always go for it. But remember one thing, WhatsApp API solutions or tools based on WhatsApp API are quite expensive. And there's one thing which we are never used to. Every time you bloody send a message or receive a message, you're going to pay.
Okay, for receiving also, they're charging.
Yeah. So you send, I can understand. But even for receiving, you are going to pay. You understand? So that is some very unknown concept for 99.99% WhatsApp users, because it is otherwise free. If millions and millions of messages, you don't pay anything. You receive millions and millions, you don't pay anything. You can do phones, you can do this, you can do that. Free. But suddenly, when you start using the tools which are based on WhatsApp API, then you say, oh my God, I didn't realize this. Now, if you have 10,000 customers, and if God help you, if all those 10,000 customers start sending you a couple of messages, your costs are going to go up. So it's actually ideal for larger companies. I would never advise small and medium-sized companies to do it unless they have that kind of volume and they still want to reach out to the customers using WhatsApp. Then manually they will never able to send it. So they will have to use a tool. And if they want their number to go and their branding to happen, they have no choice but to use the WhatsApp API based.
Yeah, if you want it to be looking it like it has to be authentically look like it's coming from the brand and all. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. What is Pankaj, I
A
think?
difference. You see, marketing, you're just educating, doesn't make a difference when it goes, when he receives it. It's okay. See, if you send it through my tool, even 1 lakh messages in one click, it's not that it's going to reach instantaneously. It will take maybe 6 hours.
Yeah.
So we are not broadcasting. It's going one-on-one. Takes for sending out 1 lakh messages, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
But it's okay because we are only sending education messages. There is no importance of deadline. There is no time thing. It must reach before 11 o'clock, something like that. But transaction, yes, it has to reach instantaneously. If I'm buying a ticket or booking a airline ticket or booking a hotel, I need confirmation instantaneously, and I need that ticket or QR code or whatever. So
Yeah,
then,
that's a peace of mind which has to be there.
yeah,
Yeah, the fundamental difference between those tools.
yes.
Yeah, nice, Pankaj. I think we got a very good view of retention marketing today. I have learned a couple of things today from the discussion, and I hope all the participants who were able to spare more than 1.5 hour of time. So I think they're glued to this because they're quite intrigued with what you have actually shared. Because the strategies and the level, the thought process you have shared is really, really interesting. So anyone who's interested definitely can contact Pankajji. He's also in the Niche Marketers Club. He's also a Niche Marketers Club member. And
Yeah.
interestingly, most of the people who joined in the conversation are also club members. So straight away in the WhatsApp group, you reach out,
Correct.
directly reach out, and you can ping him and ask questions further also.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you can also reach out to him personally because he's in the group. So now we know, like for WhatsApp marketing is concerned, if you have any doubts or concerns, now we can definitely bother him because I'm really happy to have him because that kind of experience he brings with him, like working from so many years, trying so many things. I'm really happy that we have did this session today. So thank you everyone, and goodbye.
Thank you, everyone.